Over here is one of the first Skori mods I was working on. It's now gutted, but I noticed over time it started arcing across this particular transformer here. The addition of this little guy before this bigger one, which is the main GDT, was what was giving me my good sparks. And once that started to go, not so much. It was sporadic. But the only good thing it was still able to do was give me decent high frequency hot plasma from sub 20 volts or something like that, that from a manageable current, something I could pull from a battery. So that's what this setup was. It was actually all set up in here, and I had the 12 volt battery. It's gutted now, but more or less this setup here, the 12 volt with a boost circuit, and I was feeding it with that, so it was all contained and battery operated. And I got pretty good discharges, from around 24 volts. This is the only one left standing now. This is the one that I've been testing with wireless transfer. So this is more or less the same, but I was using this from a power supply. So you can see this is the same deal. I can hook this up to it, which is the same power supply. It's just a little boost circuit, so let's put it at about 33 or so. So that's 33 volts output from the boost module from a 12 volt input. Oops, gotta cut it on first. So get it up to about that right there. Keeps cutting off, but yeah, here we go again. Not bad output. Just throw a random top blade on. So you can see at about 33 volts from the boost driver 12 volt source. I mean, that does pretty good. This one right here I like because it's the cleanest. So you can see just a little heat sink down there, a little fan on it. That's the main circuit on the left. You see the PWM circuit down there, little PWM, little battery and boost driver to drive that, and that's all that is. And this other one I had, which was housed in here, was just a complex clusterfuck of wires, and I'm really surprised it even worked at all. But man, it worked great. I'm so sad to see that one go. Like I say, if I play with the gate drive transformer enough, then maybe I can get that working to how it was. But I need to wind some more coils. I just don't have any damn wire. Before this one died, or at least I took it apart, I got some cool short footage of the plasma dancing around on a wire, about 17 volts input. But that just wasn't doing it for me. Wasn't impressive enough, so I had to tear it down. Alright, so this one, not so impressive arc-wise, but this one's got got a gate drive transformer I wound on this yellow toroid. I'm using Litz wire. Same thing for the primary on here. I'm just using this tower right now. And this is the one with a little separate battery here with a boost driver. Just running a fan for it, and this PWM. And right now from this supply, which probably needs a little recharge soon, max voltage 31. Crank it up at a low frequency. Going up in the really inaudible frequencies knocks my phone out. Or even those frequencies knocks it out, but that's the deal with the about 30 or so volts. Not very impressive. So at higher voltages doesn't really stack proportionally with the output there. So now I'm running it from 12 volts over here, which is really more what it's meant for. Low frequency there. But that right there, phone keeps cutting out. But as I cut it up, see it starts pulling close to 10 amps. You see at the right frequency, it actually, the way it loads it starts being a little different. It doesn't actually load it more, it loads it less. And if I go up in higher frequency, let me see. So this is still audible. Sort of the same thing. I start off at about 4 amps and it pulls it down to about only a couple. And these frequencies are really where the RF starts going nuts. I've cranked it up some more, way beyond the audible. But that's not bad for 12 volts, I think. And I can bump it down even to about, let's put it on about 6 volts. So at 6 volts, you can still get about over 5 amps out of it. So that was not bad. I popped the MOSFET on here again, so I gotta order another one from mainland China and wait forever for it to get here. This one is annoyingly loud right now. It's got that screeching to it all the way up. have to play around with the tuning here, but once everything is working like it should, I'm able to play around with the nice plasma, pull arcs from it, things like that, but it's real finicky right now.